Welcome to ISM Raceway, or Phoenix Raceway, for the round of 6 playoff Final Four decider. We're here. Practice coming to an end. Mark Allen Bivens, top of the board. Blake Witkowski already locked into the Final Four. Drew Cox, Connor Gibson, Jeremy Pienta, top 5. $125 laps here tonight. And we will get kicked off with qualifying here at Phoenix. First car out on track's going to be Cade Cannon. We're going to take a look at Levi Ramsey here on his lap. He'll be coming to start his time lap right here this time by. Levi Ramsey drops it all the way to the bottom here. Exiting 2. Levi Ramsey will go second. Aaron Stanton goes to the top of the boards. Connor Gibson out of his first time lap will go third. Bivens goes to the top of the boards. Gibson stays fourth now, as Drew Cox goes to the top of the boards. Now we have Todd Witkowski. Todd Witkowski in the 3 and 4 now for the final time. He will be coming out of 4 across the line. It'll take him from 10th all the way up to 3rd. A great lap from Todd Witkowski there. Blake Witkowski here now will go to the 3rd spot. Drew Cox still on track practicing, trying to get as many laps in as he can. Will bring it in right here. 13 cars so far have qualified. $17 cars here tonight. It's going to be a good one. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. You won't miss a thing. We will be right back here from Phoenix.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
We are back here from Phoenix International Speedway. Here for 125 laps to decide the championship for one driver already locked in. The field lining up on pit road, getting ready to go racing. Pace truck rolling off here. We're going to go over your starting lineup. Pace car is off, but quite a while till they get to the line. It's going to be Mark Allen Bivens, Drew Cox, Blake Witkowski, Todd Witkowski, Aaron Stanton, Connor Gibson, Jeremy Pienta, Levi Ramsey, Elijah Fisher, Cade Cannon, Stephen Henning, Josh Henderson, Nathan Johnson, Mike Hauser, Keegan Clark, Cole Dawsey, and Dylan Gross. Gonna lead us to the field. It's gonna be Bivens. Green. We're racing here from Phoenix. Witkowski already takes a hard dive to the inside. He will go to the bottom. Bivens hard to the wall already. Out of 2 and around goes Pienta. Clark hits him. Caution already here tonight. I believe it was Mark Allen Bivens, your race leader. Let's go to a replay of what happened. So it was Jeremy Pienta in the 99 truck. Cold tires. Just went around. Held the brakes. Keegan Clark nowhere to go. Gets damage on that race truck. Let's ride on board with Keegan Clark. Nowhere he could go, really. And that gives some damage to that 11 truck. Witkowski in the 28 already locked into the into the championship 4. So it's going to be fun to see how he decides to race this race, if he's going for a win, or if he is trying to just be up front. Couple notable storylines to watch tonight. We have Connor Gibson here in the 31 truck. 21 years old, hometown Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. He's winless in 42 races, looking for his first win since Season 5 here tonight. Season 5 in Nashville. Hoping that can come tonight. He is only Connor Gibson only 2 spots out of a playoff berth in the next round. Ahead of him is Stephen Henning by 2 points and Cade Cannon by 3. So he just has to outscore Stephen Henning by 2 points here tonight, and he will be in. Another notable story to watch here tonight is going to be the driver of the number 2, Elijah Fisher. Fisher, he's looking for a playoff berth as well. He is going to be in a must-win here tonight. 15 points out of the next round. Now, Mark Allen Bivens leading us to green. He'll be on the high side. Into the restart zone. Bivens goes. We're green once again. Heading into 1, they stay about single file. Witkowski to the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to take a look. He's going to use the dog leg. He's going to clear Bivens into 1. New leader, Blake Witkowski. Battle back here for the 6th position between the 5th position between Connor Gibson and Todd Witkowski. Gibson, will he be able to clear into 3? No. Todd is going to have the bottom. But out of 4, it's going to be Gibson. But here comes Witkowski on the bottom. Uses all the dog leg, closes right up to him. Uses all of the inside of turn 1. And he will clear Connor Gibson for the time being. Gibson fights back on the high side. He will clear at a 2. Couple cars in the pit lane. It's Keegan Clark coming in once again. And Cole Darcy in pit lane as well. Battle here on track. It's between Mike Hauser and Nathan Johnson. Johnson in the 95 truck. Hauser in that 49 STP truck. Hauser trying to get to the back bumper of the 95 here. This is the battle for the 12th position. Field already starting to get separated out as Cole Darcy heads back into the pit lane. Keegan Clark still in his box. Let's ride on board with Aaron Stanton as he looks to catch Drew Cox. This is the battle for P3. These top four all running very different lines here. Heading into turn number 3. Stanton drives it in deep. He'll stay on the back bumper of the 21. He will stay up on it out of 4. He'll cut the dog leg a little bit and close right up to the back bumper of Drew Cox as Cox looking to find a way by Bivens. Stanton to the inside of Cox. Can he hold it? No. For the time being, it's going to be Drew Cox keeping that 3rd position. Drew Cox runs all the way up the racetrack. It's going to give Aaron Stanton all the room. New podium runner. It's Aaron Stanton. Battle back here now. Todd Witkowski and Connor Gibson battling it out for the top 5 position. They were battling a couple laps back. Now they're back at it again. Witkowski, can he clear out of 2? No, he can't. Connor Gibson battles back on the high side. 3, Gibson running the high side. He will have to give up the room now. Witkowski into the top 5. Stanton now trying to chase down. We got one car that was around. Let's take a look. Not sure what happened to Dylan Gross here. Big contact into the outside wall and trying to get a caution to come out, can't do it, has to tow to the pits. His day will be done. Oh! The 64's around in front of the leaders! And a massive pileup! The 2 truck runs right into the back of the 21. Worst case scenario for 2 playoff drivers. Let's figure out what happened. Cole Darcy battling the leaders pretty hard here. Let's ride on board with him. It looks like he's giving him the inside. And he runs the outside and gets the run. Loses it right in front of the leaders, corrects. Takes out Aaron Stanton, the 21 into the back of Stanton. Elijah Fisher not slowing down, nowhere to go for him as that gap he was shooting for closed up. Pit lane's open. We got a couple drivers staying out. Todd Witkowski will be the first one. Blake Witkowski leads them into the pit lane. It's going to be Bivens, Witkowski, Drew Cox, Connor Gibson, Elijah Fisher, Levi Ramsey, all involved. Let's go back to this accident. See if we can ride on board with Elijah Fisher here with this all unfolding and see what he saw. Nowhere to go. He went for a gap that was there, and that gap closed up before he could get there. Second caution of the day caused by the 64 truck. We'll be right back. You won't miss a thing as we're under caution for the 2nd time tonight. here from Phoenix. It's going to be Todd Witkowski leading the field to green. It's going to be Todd Witkowski, Josh Henderson, Nathan Johnson, Cade Cannon, Mike Hauser, your top 5. Then Blake Witkowski, Mark Allen Bivens, Stephen Henning, Jeremy Pienza, and Drew Cox. Green, green, green. We're racing again here at Phoenix. Diving into 1. Can they keep it civil? Down the back straightaway. They're 2x2 wide ways through. Connor Gibson back there making an aggressive move. He needs out to get some good points tonight. 3 wide. Cade Cannon. Here comes Blake Witkowski on the bottom. It's a Witkowski 1-2. A little farther back, we have the battle for third here. Josh Henderson and Nathan Johnson battling out for third. Now here comes Drew Cox back here in this battle. They're going to be battling back here for the top 5 position. 2x2 now all the way back to 9th. Drew Cox and Cade Cannon. Playoff drivers. One car on the wall. It's Cade Cannon. We stay green. Two by two, it's Drew Cox and Aaron Stanton battling it out here. This is for the 6th position. Right in front of them, Mark Allen Bivens and Nathan Johnson, 4th and 5th respectively. Let's ride on board with Mark Allen Bivens. Side by side, it's Aaron Stanton now with Bivens. Can Stanton clear? Stanton makes the pass. Aaron Stanton up to P4. Stanton now looking to the inside or to the outside of Blake Witkowski. He'll clear him. Aaron Stanton on a charge right now. Aaron Stanton on 4 fresh tires compared to the rest of the field, either 2 or no. He is now under 1 second for the race lead here. Now Josh Henderson getting by Blake Witkowski. Blake Witkowski drops all the way back to 4th now. Hunt Henderson up 9 spots tonight. He's up into the P3 position. Now back here for the battle for 5th. Drew Cox. He's breathing down the neck of Mark Allen Bivens. To the inside goes Drew Cox. He's looking for the 5th spot. And he'll get it. Drew Cox up in the 5th. Cox breathing down the neck of Blake Witkowski. Battle here for the race lead, though, heating up. Todd Witkowski under pressure from Aaron Stanton. Stanton to the inside. He'll clear. New race leader, Aaron Stanton. Side now. Bivens and Witkowski side by side for 5th. Bivens on the bottom. He'll slot back in the line. Witkowski keeps his 5th place position. Now Mike Hauser right on the back bumper of Bivens. He was looking in the 3. Side goes Bivens. Can't make it work. Hauser's going to have a shot here. Won't take it. Battle back here. It's Levi Ramsey and Cade Cannon for here for the night. Cade Cannon will take the 9th place position. That'll give him 1 extra point over Connor Gibson. Six laps in here tonight. Here comes Mike Hauser on Mark Allen Bivens. He'll go to the bottom. And he'll wash up big time there. Mike Hauser very slow now. We're going to go to VMTV nonstop. You won't miss a thing.
coming up to the line, being chased, and it was Braden Johnson.
Unbelievable finish.
It was 1/1000th of a second between them.
Green flag in the air. We are racing in the 2020 24 Hours of Daytona.
They go door to door for the feature race lead here on the last lap of the race. Side by side from final corner at Homestead.
Down the back straightaway for the race lead. This is unbelievable stuff here tonight.
Aloma is going to have to be very deep on the brakes, and he is very deep on the brakes. It's side by side through the corner. This is for the win.
It'll be side by side. Davies low, Ottinger high. To the very inside is Garrett low. 4 wide at the stripe. The Audis win here on this outside line. Neck and neck. Who's going to back out? Does anyone back out? Verstappen starts to squeeze on the inside, and now he'll try and straight line it. Goes under the apron. Drag race to the line. It's so close to call.
We're back here from Phoenix Phoenix Raceway. 44 laps complete here tonight. We have the battle here. It's between Nathan Johnson and Cade Cannon. Cannon on the high side in that Sunny D number 33, Johnson in the WeatherTech number 95. To the inside goes Cade Cannon. Can he make it stick? Yes, for the time being, no. Out of the corner, it'll be Nathan Johnson with the high line run. Now here comes Mike Hauser. He's looking to the inside of Blake Witkowski. Can't make it work. Checks up, gives Witkowski some room. Josh Henderson into the pit lane here. Back here, the battle for 7th heating up. It's going to be Cade Cannon with clear. Out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway now, Nathan Johnson. He was looking to try and make it work and couldn't. Aaron Stanton, your race leader right now, but Todd Witkowski, he is catching very rapidly. And he'll be coming in this time by Todd Witkowski into the pits. I'll suspect a couple more drivers in the next couple laps. One of them is Mike Hauser. He's coming in this time by. Field really starting to get spread out here. Here comes Mark Allen Bivens. A lot of drivers in this time. Witkowski, Blake Witkowski, Mark Allen Bivens, Shumi Pienza, Connor Gibson, all in this time by. Todd Witkowski, Mike Hauser exiting their stalls. They will come out one lap down. Here comes Cade Cannonhill and Nathan Johnson. They're coming in this time by. Drew Cox in this time by. Aaron Stanton now completes lap number 50. 50 laps complete here tonight. Right now your provisional leader is Josh Henderson. 2 laps sooner than Todd Witkowski. You see Todd entering one in the background there. The strategy is here. Right side's up on that truck. Left side's up on that truck now. There's He's trying to get by Levi Ramsey right now. Levi running in second. Aaron Stanton should be able to go to about lap . Around lap 59, I had to guess. Stephen Henry Jr. and Elijah Fisher. Elijah trying to stay from going a lap down here. Lap 16 after being involved in that lap 15 or lap 14 accident. Todd Witkowski and Josh Henderson, the provisional battle for the lead. Heating up. Henderson, currently, provisional lead. Once it all cycles out, has the race lead. Caution! Oh, it's Elijah Fisher. And that's going to trap a lot of drivers. Depending on strategy, that's going to trap a lot of drivers a lap down. Not what you want to see if you're Josh Henderson, because Aaron Stanton will be your race leader, even if everybody gets back on the lead lap. Let's take a look at what happened to Elijah Fisher here. Drives it in deep. Oh! Goes around off the bumper of Aaron Stanton. Let's ride on board with Aaron Stanton. He just comes down, kind of clears himself. Elijah Fisher kind of clears himself there. Seemed like a racing incident to me. And most of the field will stay out and get the wave around. Josh Henderson will be your lucky dog car. What has happened to Keegan Clark? Oh no, Keegan Clark missed the pit entry, hits the barrels. We're gonna have to bring in Keegan Clark. Keegan. It's Mason up here in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah.
What happened
Which one?
there? Hitting the pit barrels.
Oh. Yeah, left front just had a lot of damage. It was really hard to control the car. And so, trying to, like, run lower and get on the pit road, low line, and 1 and 2, it always got really loose. And I just lost it. It's hard to control.
Yeah, it looked like a pretty good hit to the tire barriers. Is that going to end your night?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
All right, well, have a good rest of your night.
You too.
You want to stay in here with me? Keegan Clark will not be joining me in the broadcast booth. It's going to be Aaron Stanton, your race leader, as the field still trying to catch up here. Going green this time by all those wave rounds. A lot of drivers not going to be able to get back in time into the restart zone. We are green, green, green. Most of the field single filed out. Here comes Elijah Fisher. He's charging to get his lap back. Stephen Henning trying to get up to Levi Ramsey, try and get that lap back. Try and get an extra point. Try and make it into the playoffs. Or sorry, make it into the Final Four. Elijah Fisher battling Levi Ramsey hard here. 62 laps complete. Elijah Fisher looks to the bottom. Elijah Fisher. He is looking to the bottom of Aaron Stanton. Let's right on board with Elijah Fisher. Fisher dives it into the bottom. He will get to the inside of Stanton. Almost a little bit of contact. He dives it in once again. Right to the back bumper of Stanton. Dives it in and drives it in very hard. To the bottom. Side by side with your race leader. Can't make it work. Stanton gets into the wall a little bit. He Tries to give him the bumper. Can't make it work. He dives it in heavy this time. Slides up in front of Stanton. Elijah Fisher back on the lead lap. It's the battle for second now. Stephen Henning and Levi Ramsey. Henning's going to take the second spot. Todd and Blake Witkowski battling it out here for fourth. Cox looking to try and catch up and get to the inside of Blake Witkowski. He's looking. Blake Witkowski's into the wall and Drew Cox is going to get by him. Aaron Stanton still in control. He's been the dominant truck of the night. Caution. Not sure why the caution has came out. We're going to get with race control on that one. Aaron Stanton, your race leader at the time of caution. At the time of caution, it's all Aaron Stanton here tonight. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here from Phoenix.
Isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Back here from Phoenix, choose cone underway. Figured out what happened. What brought out the caution. Bumper to the back of 31 just sent him around into the wall. Connor Gibson with some front end damage. He's going to set his night back a little bit as he'll be restarting in the 11th spot. But Elijah Fisher back on the lead lap. You know, as we know, Connor Gibson, 42 races without a race win. Looking for win number 3 here in the IRSS. Looking for win number 3 in his career here in the IRSS here tonight. As Stanton leads us to green, we're green again. The field dives into 1. They're wrecking! Big wreck! Lots of good drivers involved. 2 playoff contenders. Connor Gibson and Cade Cannon. Playoff drivers looking for a playoff berth involved. We're under caution again. Let's take a look at what happened. I think it was started with Todd Witkowski. A lot happened here. Let's take a look at what happened. Todd just trying to find the gap. Almost 4 wide there, 3 wide. A little bit of contact with Stephen Henning Jr. He goes around, so 4 playoff drivers involved. He backs into the wall very hard. The 49 almost into the air. Connor Gibson gets turned around and into the inside wall. He takes a big lick. 6, 7 drivers involved. The big one. Here at Phoenix. Under caution once again. The 21-year-old out of Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, involved. Elijah Fisher. He's up to 6th. The driver in a must-win. We're going to see if we can bring in Connor Gibson and see what he saw. I believe he's having a chat with the race control, so we're gonna see. We're gonna wait a second. We're going to try and talk to Connor Gibson next caution period that we get, if we get another one. It'll be Drew Cox, Aaron Stanton, Elijah Fisher, and Jeremy Pienta making up the first 2 rows. Then it's Blake Witkowski and Nathan Johnson. We are gonna go green, green, green. We're back racing at Phoenix. The field drives hard and deep into turn number 1. The field a lot more spread out than they were last time through. Out of 2. They're 3 wide throughout the field. They're wrecking again. It's Todd Witkowski again. We stay green for the time being. Three wide. That's Fisher in the middle. For the time being, now he's dropped back to 6th. Side by side for 2nd, it's Witkowski and Stanton. Witkowski will clear Stanton. Stanton to the bottom. He will dive it in contact. Up the track goes the 28. Here comes Elijah Fisher. They're 3 wide. Now they're back to 2. Fisher behind Stanton. Give him the bumper. He wrecks him. Aaron Stanton. What a save. Aaron Stanton. The caution's out. Levi Ramsey also around on the back straightaway. Believe the caution was for Levi Ramsey. Oh, a big hit for Levi Ramsey. He just kind of lost on his own with quite a bit of rear end damages. Went up on the wall. Oh, right. Pulled right back in front of the 18 of Todd Witkowski. Now let's take a look at what happened with Elijah Fisher and Blake Witkowski. Elijah Fisher just drives it in there. And he just feeds them a right front. And what a save from Aaron Stanton. Aaron Stanton needs his flowers for that one, because that's a great save and a great timing for that caution to come out for him, because that one was going to be a rough one for him. Let's see if we can bring in Connor Gibson from that last accident, see what happened. Connor, it's Mason up here in the booth. Got a copy?
Yep.
Yeah, going back to that last caution, tried to get you in before they went green, but what did you see there happen in front of you on that last restart?
I saw trucks everywhere, and I think I keyed up and said, well, that's the dagger, before I even got involved, because I knew I was cooked. I used my fast repair on the last one, because I thought that was going to be the biggest incident tonight. So, I mean, I'm all bought out. I don't know if you saw in the coverage there. Great broadcast, by the way. Best in the business. But I was barely keeping the truck straight, so I had like 9 minutes of optional. So we'll see what happens, but I'm likely out. Probably deserve to be out, because if you go outside and look at your trash can, that was me tonight. So, I mean, I just suck. So it is what it is. Didn't deserve it. So sometimes you get what you deserve, and I deserve to be eliminated. So womp womp. It sucks to be me. Change your graphic. It's now 44 races or whatever it's called. And you already gave Keegan the cob of the race, so I dispute my claim, that your claim of me being cob of the race. Yeah.
Yeah, rough night here tonight. I mean, anything's still possible. You only got to get a couple more spots.
It's possible. Not going to happen.
But yeah. Well, have a good rest of your race, and we're going green.
Yeah.
We're going green, as you saw. Can't be called cob of the race. That's Keegan Clark. Cob of the season goes to Connor Gibson. We're going green once again. Blake Witkowski leads us to green. He dives it to the bottom, all the way down, and there are 3 wide behind him. Three wide, that's Pienta in the middle. Can he make it work? Yes, he will. He still has Henderson on the bottom. He'll clear him now. Pienta up the 7th. But ahead, it's Henning. It's Hauser. They're side by side for the 4th spot. Cox looking to make up spots after pitting from the race lead. He's right behind Henning. They're going to go 3 wide through the dogleg. Hauser's going to come out on top, but here comes Drew Cox. He's going to dive it to the bottom. Won't be able to get clear. Won't be able to get to the inside of Hauser. Will get clear of Henning. Drew Cox up to 5th. Now here comes Henderson. He's looking for 7th. Made an aggressive move to the bottom. He's going to get into the 99 barely. To the inside goes Pienta. He's looking for 6th from Henning Jr. Can't make it work. But Elijah Fisher, he's looking to catch up to Blake Witkowski. He has been gaining the last couple of laps, had it under attack. Half a second. Right there, he dives it into 1. With 37 to go. In a must-win situation, it's what he needs to be doing. These trucks training. Down the straightaway, here comes Todd Witkowski. He gets into the 71. Around goes Henderson. Caution flies again. Pit stops here from Phoenix. Blake Witkowski leads about half of the field down pit road. Witkowski, Fisher, Johnson, Henning, Cannon, Ramsey, Gibson, all coming down pit road. Connor Gibson said he's got about 9 minutes of optional. He's going to be able to get probably about 2 minutes here. I would not say his night's over yet. Battle out of the pits. It's gonna be, I believe it was Witkowski. Blake Witkowski wins the battle out of pit lane. He'll be in 8th. He's already locked in to the championship 4. 35 to go. We'll be restarting with 33 laps to go here from Phoenix. Drew Cox going to pick the outside. Hauser picks the inside. Then Stanton will be lining up in that inside row 2 position. And then it will be Jeremy Pienta outside row number 2. Then inside row 3 will be Blake Witkowski. Outside will be Josh Henderson. Inside row 4, Stephen Henning. Outside will be Elijah Fisher. Inside row 5 will be Mark Allen Bivens. Outside will be Nathan Johnson. Actually, it seems like field will be single file from there on back. Green flags back out. Drew Cox leads us to green. Let's see how aggressive some of these guys are. It's going to be an aggressive restart. They get through 1 and 2 clean. Connor Gibson's around. We stay green. Bivens and Nathan Johnson making a little bit of contact there. Pienta and Stanton side by side for third. Little bit of contact out of 2. Stanton will dive right in behind him. Witkowski to the bottom of Stanton. Can't make it work, but here comes Stanton. He's charging to the bottom of Pienta. He'll stay right there on the quarter panel. Hauser starting to fall back a little bit at a time. 30 laps to go. Hauser with Pienta right behind him. Pienta looks to the bottom. He won't get there this time. But he's breathing down the neck of Mike Hauser in the 49. Here comes Elijah Fisher. Right now, Blake Witkowski has the fastest lap of the race, which will guarantee him some points. To the bottom goes Fisher. And I believe Stanton will end up with the most laps led here tonight. Fisher dives it to the bottom of Witkowski. He'll feed him a door. Witkowski fights back on the high side though. Fisher, can he clear out of 2? No! Witkowski fights back on the high side. Will Fisher stay cleared? No, he will not. Now he will. Elijah Fisher up to 5th. Fisher looking. He needs 4 spots to guarantee himself in. But Drew Cox, he can guarantee himself a playoff spot with a win tonight. And so far, 23 to go, he's out front. Bivens will go to the inside of Blake Witkowski. He'll dive back behind him. He is looking. inside. Cannot get there. He is there now. This is the battle for 6th. Bivens will clear. He'll take those. Spot away from Witkowski. $17 to go. We got a battle back here for 10th. Nathan Johnson and Cade Cannon battling it out for that top 10 spot. This spot could very well decide who makes it into the playoffs. Right now, both Cade Cannon, Stephen Henning are in the playoffs. Levi Ramsey has gone around or into the wall. Into the wall. Oh, he goes around. No caution. Now, are these drivers going to have to pit? It's going to be close for Mike Hauser, Aaron Stanton, and Drew Cox. It's going to be very, very close if they can make it. Mike Hauser, I don't believe, can make it. That would put Elijah Fisher up to third. It's a 1.2 second gap. Aaron Stanton is about a second quicker, or tenth of a lap quicker. Gap is now 1.1 with 10 laps to go. 9 to go. The gap's down to 1 second. Levi Ramsey will let him by. Now it's about 0.2 of a lap quicker for Aaron Stanton. Oh! Back here, Mike Hauser. Hard into the wall. Elijah Fisher's gonna get around him. Fisher up to third. One second gap with 8 to go. Riding on board, looking back at Aaron Stanton. We're riding on board with Drew Cox. The driver out of North Carolina, looking to get another win this season. He's had quite a few. Drew Cox looking for win 4 on the season. The gap is down to 0.8 of a second. 6 to go. What do you got to do if you're Aaron Stanton here? Stanton is very loose. He's going to lose a little bit of time here. Not as much as Drew Cox would have liked. The gap's down to 0.6 of a second with 5 to go. Stanton is practically breathing down Drew Cox's neck. Under half a second now. Under 4/10, 3.5 now across the line with 4 to go. He's right there. Way up to the height of caution. Levi Ramsey's around on the front straightaway. We're going to have overtime. Overtime in a playoff cutoff race here in the IRSS. Drew Cox looking to clinch a spot. May have just gotten unlucky. One wreck could take him out of the playoffs here. But for Elijah Fisher, that might have been his saving grace. As he's in a must-win, let's take a look at what happened to the 6 truck of Elijah Fisher. I'm sorry, of Levi Ramsey. Yeah, just kind of lost the truck. Oh, he's had the damage. And the 95 of Nathan Johnson. Having big-time troubles. 6 goes around, he's on the bottom. Good save there. Drew Cox and Aaron Stanton all stay out. Everybody else pits. And I believe it's 2 tires for Elijah Fisher. He's not going to win the race on a pit road. It's going to be Bivens. No, it was a great pit stop. It's 4 tires for both of them. Wow, what a finish this is setting up to be. With the season on the line for a couple drivers. Here we go. Bivens on fresh tires will take the bottom. So will Elijah Fisher. Bivens, he's just here for race wins. Stanton, he's here for the same. But Drew Cox, Elijah Fisher, they're here to chase a championship. Both of them can lock themselves in with a win. Drew Cox practically locked in on playoff points as it is. But Elijah Fisher in a must win. It'll be a 2-to-go restart. Drew Cox with your control car. Here we go. Into the restart zone. Drew Cox goes. We're green. Bivens with a horrible restart. Five wide. Entering turn 1. 4 wide. We're still 4 wide. The King. Witkowski. Pienta. We're going to have another attempt. They were 5 wide entering turn 1 and 4 wide coming off of turn 2. And that doesn't work here at Phoenix. Let's go back and take a look at this restart. They were 5 wide entering 1. Five wide at one point here at Phoenix just does not work. Now let's see what happened. The 2 truck gets loose, gets in the Pienta, I think. Yeah, gets loose right there. Blake Witkowski, big damage. Pienta, big damage. Jeremy Pienta goes for a big spin. Now, this is gonna get interesting. Drew Cox, Mark Allen Bivens, and Elijah Fisher, 2 of them. With fresh tires, that's Bivens and Fisher. And it'll be Stanton and Todd Witkowski. Stanton, Drew Cox, all on old tires. This is going to get interesting here. There's Elijah Fisher getting his lap back. 9th caution of the night coming out after Elijah Fisher gets a little bit loose and gets into the 28 of Blake Witkowski. Blake Witkowski locked into the playoffs. Connor Gibson out of the playoffs. But Elijah Fisher could eliminate either Cade Cannon or Stephen Henning Jr. If Fisher wins and Cannon finishes 1 spot ahead, Henning finishes 1 spot ahead of Cannon, that will put them in a tiebreaker on the cut line. Drew Cox entering this race was 29 points in. Where will Elijah Fisher go? He'll go to the bottom. He'll be the inside leader. He'll be restarting inside row 1. He won't be the control car, but he won't have anybody in front of him entering turn 1. If he can time the restart well enough, he could pick up a win. Bivens saw what the restart was like from the bottom last time by, decided to go to the top here. Pace trucks off. They got about a half a lap before we go green. Fisher looking for, I believe, his first career win in the IRSS. Bivens looking for win number 4 on the season, as well as Drew Cox looking for win number 4. Here we go. Into the restart zone. Drew Cox leads us to green. A big shove from Mark Allen Bivens. Three wide behind them, but the battle for the win. 3 wide for the race lead now, out of 2. Fisher on the bottom, Cox in the middle, Bivens on the high side. Fisher drives it in deep. He's side by side with Bivens. Bivens clears. Mark Allen Bivens is your race leader. White flag is out. What will Fisher do? Elijah Fisher's gonna have one more shot. He drives it in deep. He can't make it work. Mark Allen Bivens is gonna win at Phoenix. As they wreck behind. Fisher with the big damage. A massive hit for Elijah Fisher. Mark Allen Bivens gets to burn it down here tonight in the desert after he picks up his 4th win of the season. Taking a look at the finishing championship the results entering. After the race, it's gonna be Blake Witkowski, Drew Cox, Cade Cannon, and Steven Henning. They will go to Homestead, Miami next week, and they're gonna fight for a championship. Let's bring in your finishing results. It's going to be Todd Witkowski. It's going to be Mark Allen Bivens. And it's going to be Elijah Fisher. Seems like Todd is not in here. So we're going to bring in second place driver, Elijah Fisher. Elijah, wasn't for the lack of effort, but you come home one spot short of making the championship. What could you have done differently there?
Just, I guess, hit the brakes when we had a couple spinners early in the race. I mean, we gave it everything we had. I don't think I've had that kind of a drive in a while. I don't know. Mark had a really good run off of turn 4, and I couldn't mimic that line, and just needed a long run to happen. I don't know. I guess just probably been in a, I don't know. We had the best spot to probably restart at, so I don't know what else really different. Just maybe figure out how to run the top a little bit better.
Yeah, you ran a really solid race after being involved in an early wreck. Came back from, I believe, a lap down, or 2 laps down. You chased by the leader past him to get your lap back. Wasn't for the lack of effort, like I said earlier. Anybody you want to thank for a great season you've had?
Well, I want to thank everybody at Falcon Motorsports. I mean, I'm sorry for a Texas incident, you know. If it probably weren't for that, I don't know, probably would have been different tonight, but you know, I just thank the team for helping me out. It's been rough with a lot of these non-playoff drivers, just kind of affecting us a little bit sometimes. But I mean, we build fast trucks every week, so shout out to the team. Mom, thanks for watching all season. You know, we'll be back next week, try to give it one more shot for a win, and gotta thank the good Lord above, and yeah, everybody at Falcon Motorsports, huge shout out to you guys.
Yeah, congrats on the second place finish tonight, and hope to see you next week.
Thank you.
We're going to bring in your race winner here tonight, Mark Allen Bivens. Marcus Mason up here in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, congrats on the race win tonight. Came in a dramatic finish there. How were you able to get that good of a restart and get the race win?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like that all night. I felt like I had the truck that could have had race winning speed, just wasn't able to get up there. And in the end, I don't really feel like I should have won that race. I'm not happy with the way that I won it. That's not how I want to win races. But ended up getting the pole tonight. So I mean, I feel like I had speed. It's just I wasn't able to play it right, and luck ended up falling into my hands. But I don't really like luck to win races. So I mean, it's whatever. We had a really good restart. I was able to play the strategy right, picking behind Drew, so I could give him a show, come back to the restart, and hopefully be able to get clear of the 2 car. And I was able to get outside, and we were 3 wide there. So it got me a little bit scared for a little bit because I thought that Elijah was going to be able to have the power on the inside, but it ended up working in my favor. Elijah made some really good sends, and he made me a little bit scared out there. I thought he was going to be able to get to me, but other than that, it's really clean racing from most of the people. Hate to win races that way, and hate for controversy to take over, but we'll get it figured out, and we'll move on to the championship and finish off this season good.
Yeah, you ran a really solid, complete race. You weren't totally up front the whole night, but you were there when it mattered. And anybody you want to thank? Any shout-outs? Sponsors?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank M&D Outfitters, like to thank Bright Motorsports, Lake Storage, like to thank just everybody that helps me. I guess everybody that helps with this league, all the members that show up every single week, and I don't really got much else other than sucks that our playoffs had to end a couple weeks ago, because that means that we'd be showing up to Homestead in a week with a chance to go for our 4th, but came here this round to make a statement that we were fast and we were one to be thinking of for the championship. So sucks that our cards didn't fall into our favor a couple weeks ago, but we're gonna move on and we're gonna finish out the season good.
Yeah, 2 of the 3 races this season, or this round, won by you, Oshkosh Lebanon, here tonight, Phoenix. Well, congrats on the race win tonight, and we'll see you next week at Homestead.
All right, sounds good, sir.
That's Mark Allen Bivens, driver of the number 76. Able to get his 4th win of the night here tonight. Well, let's go over your finishing results here tonight, presented by 213 Simware. It's going to be Mark Allen Bivens for the Young Guns Motorsport entry in the 76, picking up the race win. Elijah Fisher, 2nd, Falcon Motorsports. 3rd, Todd Witkowski. 4th, Mike Hauser. Great finish from him. His 2nd race here in the IRSS. 5th, going to be Drew Cox. 6th, Jeremy Pienta. 7th, Cade Cannon. 8th, Stephen Henning Jr. 9th, Aaron Stanton. 10th, Josh Henderson. 11th, Blake Witkowski. 12th, Levi Ramsey. 13th, Nathan Johnson. 14th, Connor Gibson. 15th, Keegan Clark. 16th, Dylan Gross. 17th, and rounding out your field is going to be the 64 of Cole Darcy. That's going to do it from us here at VMTV for tonight's broadcast. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week at Homestead for the championship finale.